said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Got it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Dupree. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Handoff to the lone back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Francis. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they swarm him under. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Tigers are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got his man on the right. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The offense changing the play. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Dupree. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Mississippi State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Hard running there. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it through it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers through. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. Picked off to stop the threat.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Fuller. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Dupree. Using his legs to buy some time. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dupree. Swings it out to the flat. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now on the move. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Looking downfield, it's Dupree. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snap it to the back. Got room to work. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got his man to the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on first down. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
It's just so nice to have a signal parent who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it can be hard to stop.
Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a seam one. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The sure hands. It's long. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. It's caught. You know, Jesse, I like to joke that the tight end is always open. That's ridiculous how open he was.
Yeah, that would have been an understatement on that one. And I think the quarterback couldn't believe it himself. He took his steps, was reading coverage, and he thought, man, I mean, you're giving us this first down. That was too easy.
The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too. Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Whole lot easier after that penalty. It's 3rd and 2. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
To the air, it's Dupree. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game. And he's playing his best football right now.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
It's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Dupree. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Got a man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.